They get a call from the men in the main hub saying they made progress with the comms, so the team decides to go back. Meanwhile, Suchin's body is taken to the infirmary, where Hong begins opening him up. Song checks the medical records, but they're all locked, so she goes to gather tissue samples from the other bodies. Minutes later, while Song is working, she thinks she's found the body of her sister, but when she checks the tag she notices it's a different woman with the same surname. Afterward, Song returns to the infirmary, where Hong confirms that the body was filled with water from the inside with no signs of external damage. Song mentions the other bodies had similar symptoms, and when she checks the samples, she discovers the previous crew were in perfect health when they died, with no signs of virus or bacteria. Not to mention Suchin's blood appears to hold a separate layer of something unrecognizable. Back to Han, he learns from the others that they need to fix the digital unit. Usually the elevator would take them there, but it's out of order, so someone will have to climb down, which is very dangerous. Han volunteers to go, and when he stops by to inform the doctors, Song shares a theory. The creature didn't hurt her and is familiar with the internal base structure, so she thinks it may be a survivor. However, Han thinks it isn't possible. Afterward, Song and Hong examine the vomited water and notice it's distilled. It seems the water itself could be the virus, probably extraterrestrial, and it could be the solution to the drought on Earth. It's not in the air, so something happened 5 years ago that made it spread among the old crew. At the chasm, Han starts carefully descending to reach the unit. Suddenly the elevator starts moving on its own and the computer controls are unable to stop it. Han holds on tight and moves out of the way just in time, so the elevator keeps going and disconnects Han's rope in the process. Then it crashes into the station, causing the power to go out only to return a second later. Then the crew begins lowering the rope again, but Han asks them to throw the whole thing off because the elevator is now falling. Moving quickly, Han connects the rope to one of the shafts and dodges the elevator again, but this time his body bounces against the metal and his oxygen system is damaged. After dreaming of his sick daughter back on Earth, Han decides to keep going instead of returning and successfully finds the unit. He quickly changes a panel so the team can reboot the system, then he passes out. Thankfully, the